Okay, this is a video walking through the Excel project required for financial accounting. So here in Brightspace, you will find the folder Excel project required and whatever due date it is for your semester that you're in. You'll also find just a little instructions about it. So there is an orientation in the ExPrep. ExPrep is the actual software that you'll be using to submit it. So there is an orientation assignment that will kind of help you learn about ExPrep itself. Then you're going to download the Excel assignment, the file that's out in ExPrep. You're going to download it onto your own laptop or computer, and then you're going to complete it in Excel. If you are a Mac user, you do not want to use numbers. You want to use it in Excel, but I do believe you have the availability to do that through Mac. And then down below here is a tips document, and you can read through here, but this is going to help you kind of understand the formulas that you need to put in, and I'm probably going to come back to this. There's a sample of what it should look like when you're done. Now, granted, this is not in Excel. This is more of a PDF or a Word document, but this is what you're doing. So you can scan through that just to get the big picture about what you're actually doing, but you're basically taking the whole accounting cycle. So you're starting with some data, and then you're journalizing all of their transactions in the general journal. Then it's the end of the month and you're doing adjusting entries. And then you're tracing all of those journal entries and adjusting entries into the T accounts. And then you're going to use those T accounts to create a trial balance. So you'll have your trial balance before the adjusting entries and your trial balance after the adjusting entries. And again, your trial balance should look like this. And then you're going to use that trial balance to create an income statement, a balance sheet, and then you're going to close out your entries. So you're closing everything into retained earnings. And then that's pretty much the whole accounting cycle. So again, if that helps you to look at like big picture, what are you looking at? Feel free to look through that sample. But what we're going to do is we're going to go into ExPrep, and I have it open over here. So then this is your ExPrep portal, and then you're going to click on this project, and it's going to download it. So then you're going to open it, and again, it's going to open in Excel. And then this first tab, let's see if I can scooch it over a little bit. Okay, I'm going to make it so small, but okay. Let's see if I can make it a little bigger. Okay, so this first tab shows you your problem data. Oh, darn it. I lost it. Bring it back. Okay. It's not letting me grab it real easy. So normally you can just kind of scooch it, but for whatever reason, it's not letting me do that. So I'll just go back over here. Okay, so again, problem data is going to be provided in the problem tab, and they give you beginning balances at December 1st, which is the top box. They give you transactions for the month of December, and then there's adjusting entries at the bottom. So then what you need to do is you need to complete all of the tabs. So, and really, I feel like just kind of go start with your general journal. So then that you're going to say, okay, I have all of these journal entries to record. So you've got December 6th, you paid salaries and wages, of which part of it was accrued. So you'll come over here, put in your date. So then the blue is showing you that these are all the fields that need to be filled in. So notice for that first entry, there's going to be 3 accounts. So pay attention to that. You want to fill in all of the proper cells with the proper dollar amounts. Then for your T accounts, you're going to trace in the general journal that goes into that T account. And then so if I flip back now to, let's see here, the tips. So the tips again are going to say that like, so this starts those T accounts. So when you're in there, you want to use a formula to do it. So you want to go to the T account where that opening balance is going to be, click it, and then go to where the balance is. So like I'll just do one real quick. So again, I'm in my T accounts. Notice it says December 1st. So that is my beginning balance. I'm going to push equals, and then I'm going to go over to the problem data and then go to cash and then push enter. So then it pops it in. So you want to do that for all of your transactions here. That, okay, so like accounts receivable equals, go to the problem data, find that accounts receivable, boom. So, and then say you had a journal entry. You want to do the same thing here. So equal, go to your journal entry. Again, I'm not going to fill those in for you, but say this one is cash, and you're going to put it in the right column. So just, and the tips do tell you kind of how to do that, but then you'll go through all of your general journals and all of your beginning balances and put them into the T accounts. That's going to create this yellow total here. Then you're going to go back to your problem data. Oh, sorry. Then you're going to go into your trial balance, and then you're going to pull. Now here you have toggles. So here you're going to say, okay, and again, use the sample if you're thinking, well, I don't know how to set this trial balance up. Use that sample because it's going to be in good form. But so you're going to say, okay, cash. Well, then where is my cash coming from? I'm going to push equals and go into my T account and say it's this balance here, and then pop it in. Then what's my next one? And really this goes in order of the T accounts. So then my next T account is accounts receivable. Go to accounts receivable, click this, whoops. So we selected accounts receivable, go over here, say I want this to equal, go to that T account, and I want it to equal that yellow. Now, then you could go to the red too and say, okay, well, my red is after my adjustments. I want this cell to be, again, go back to my T accounts. I want it to be this red box and push equal. Accounts receivable, I push equals. I want it to be the red box here in accounts receivable, and then push equals. So that's how you're going to set up that trial balance. You could even, to be honest, you could do that ahead of time, because then as you fill in your T accounts, it's going to populate right in. So that's going to kind of teach you how to move around between tabs in Excel, how to put in a formula, how to like link again one tab to the other tab, which is very useful. Okay, so then you could do that, set that trial balance up, then move to your adjusting entries, which again, same as the general journal, all the blue cells are what need to be filled in, and the problem data is down below. So the adjustment data, we've got 6 adjusting entries that need to be made, and then we're going to fill them in there. And again, if you've already set up your trial balance, once you do the adjusting entries, then you come over to your T accounts and you put them in where they belong. So like, let's say, again, this isn't correct, but let's say the first adjusting entry had accounts receivable in it. You're going to say, okay, equals, go over to that adjusting entry, pull that number, and then you're going to pop it in. So you'll go through each adjusting entry and bring it over into the T accounts, but just make sure you're doing it below the yellow to create the red total. And then if you created all of your formulas here, like I just showed you, these are going to populate. And then you want to, once you get those all in, your double check is that your debits should equal your credits. Same with your general journal. After you do all your journal entries, go down to the bottom, debits should equal credits. Same with adjusting entries, go all the way down, debits should equal credits. Now those, again, you can put, I guess I got to clarify that too. These should have formulas in it. So you want to know that your debits equal your credits. So then you're going to just put in a basic sum formula here. So you go and say sum, and then you want this whole column of debits. So I'm just holding my mouse and pushing it up, and that's going to be that. Same thing here. We're going to hit the sum button, and then we're going to drag with our mouse up to the top and say, okay, that's what those are. And you're going to do that for your general journal tab, your adjusting entries tab, and then your trial balance tabs. That way you'll know if you're good. Then you use the trial balance to create your financial statements. So again, here you have the toggle down choices. So go to the book, look at how a proper income statement should be set up. Then we have our statement of retained earnings down below here, and then we have our balance sheet. So you want to, again, fill in everything that's blue using the toggle downs to select the right thing. And then you're going to bring in these numbers. So let me just say, okay, if we start our balance sheet, this is going to be starting our current assets, and then we're going to go with our first asset, which is cash. So we say cash, pick it. Then you're going to come over here, and again, you can say equals, go to your trial balance, and remember, though, it's always the after adjustments. So then that is going to be your cash balance. And that's how you want to set these all up. So again, toggle down to put them in the right format, use the textbook as an example, and then do a formula to pick it up from the trial balance. Then you'll do your 3 closing entries. Again, you've got the toggle down to choose your account names. Again, look at the examples that we did in chapter 4 of closing entries, and then fill in your debits and your credits. And then your ratio computations, again, look these up. If you want to go ahead, you can look at chapter 13. It has all the ratios listed in there. So you can go to that chapter to look up what those ratios are, and then again, show your computation, and then put in a formula here. So like with your current ratio, it's going to be this cell divided by that cell. And then once you fill in the dollars, it'll calculate. So this project is testing not only your knowledge of the accounting cycle, but then how do you use Excel, and how do you use some basic formulas and just pulling from one tab to another. So that is that. And I'm going to come back over here. And in this tips document, though, you will find these same tips. I just think sometimes watching a video is a little bit easier, but you can go back to this and go through those tips, and they will show you kind of the same thing. Oh, the one thing that I didn't show you here, okay, let me go back to that, is what this one's talking about. So in your T accounts, these totals, like I said, you're going to pull them into your trial balance. Well, you have to put in the formula there. So it tests your ability to know what goes in there. So I'm going to, like, if I go to accounts receivable, so if I say equals, it's going to be this cell plus the next cell plus the next cell, assuming if all those are filled in, those are all my debits, and then minus all my credits. So that cell minus this cell minus this cell, and then it'll populate. So then you do want to go through and create all of those as well so that they populate. Then same with your red. So your adjusting entry is going to be equals the yellow plus any of these cells that are debited if they fill in, minus any of these that would be credited, again, if you had values in there. So you could take that second, before you even enter into any problem data, and create all these formulas in your Excel, save it so you know you're good, and then start the problem data, and then it'll build. So again, if that was kind of quick, here's the instructions again over in the help tips to do it. So that will always be out there. And again, go back to it as you're struggling with any of those things. I just wanted to show you that bigger picture. Then you're going to save it, and then you're going to go back into ExPrep, and then you are going to submit. Let me see if I can. But it's out of the view of the camera. But when you click action, the only thing that you'll see right now is to submit it. And then you will submit. I click the submit button, and it says choose a file. And then you're going to go out there and then find your file and then submit it. And here we go, open, then you submit, and then it's going to grade it for you. Then once it grades, you'll go back to action, and then you'll see view my recent submission, or there'll be something that you can view it and see what you missed. So again, it's worth 100 points. It's required for the class, and it's a really good tool to kind of walk you through the entire accounting cycle.